back.
Hey friends, welcome back to our Slow Sip Sunday series. Thank you for being here with me again this week. Whether you've been here from the beginning or you're just finding this channel and these videos now, I'm really glad you're here. This week's word of wisdom is start. I'll be honest with you guys, I have been struggling this week to find the motivation to film. I keep thinking, what do I even have to share this week? I felt a little stuck in my head, a little unmotivated, self-doubting, and maybe even a little bit of procrastination. Not because I don't want to do this, but because I want it to be good. I want my videos to look nice, feel intentional, be engaging. I want people to enjoy watching them. And when you care like that, sometimes it almost stops you from starting at all. And I kept hearing the little voice in my head saying, just pick up the camera and just film. And I would think, okay, but what am I going to film? I'm a pretty quiet person with a pretty normal life. It's not always loud or eventful, so it's easy for me to feel like I don't even have enough to share with you guys. But then I had this thought that maybe this is the message. Maybe the message this week isn't about having something perfect to say. Maybe it's just about starting, even when you're feeling unsure or self-doubting. Because the truth is, you don't find clarity before you start. You find clarity after you start. And I think a lot of us wait for the perfect moment, the perfect idea, the perfect energy. But what if that moment never comes? What if the real growth happens when we show up anyway? Even if that voice feels a little unsure, even if your thoughts aren't fully put together, even if it's not aesthetic or perfect, just start. And I think this applies to more than just content creation. So maybe there's something in your life you've been putting off, conversation, a goal, a change, something you keep thinking about but haven't taken the first step yet. Maybe this week isn't about finishing it. Maybe it's just about starting. Because starting creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence, and confidence makes everything else feel a little bit easier, right? So this week, I'm reminding myself, and maybe you too, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to begin, to just start something. There was something else that I heard someone say where they were saying perfectionism is actually just people pleasing. And it took me a minute to let that sink in because that is absolutely true. It's wanting everything to look right, sound right, be received well, so that other people like it, so people don't judge you. And when you think about it like that, it can keep you stuck because you're not creating freely, you're creating carefully. So instead of overthinking, again, just pick up the camera and start anyways. Slow down and take the sip. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start even if it feels small. Because sometimes the hardest part is just starting. And once you do, everything else begins to fall into place. Until next time, keep going, keep starting, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.